Hi, I'm Dr. Jennifer Winward, founder of Winward Academy. Today is a really exciting day for me because I'm heading back north to San Francisco to see Mr. Skip Lovelady, my favorite teacher from high school. I'm going back to visit him because he was an integral part of my life and he inspired my love of teaching and my love of science. It's so important to me to share him with you so that he can impart some of that same wisdom and those same values to you that he did to me. So I hope you enjoy meeting him.
Hi! Finally got here, huh?
I know. It means a lot to me to be here because this is really where I feel that all of those roots were planted, you know, and those seeds and loving learning and loving teaching, and so it means a lot to me.
Excellent.
So
yeah.
I was curious for you to share what it means to you that a student you inspired is now working so hard to inspire other students.
It's a crushing, humble kind of a feeling. I mean, you don't obviously do this job, you know, to hope that that happens someday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then it does catch you by surprise a little bit, right? That it's you personally doesn't surprise me.
Oh, that's really nice.
So it seems to be a perfect thing for you to do.
I would love for you to share where you developed your love of teaching.
So I had done a fair amount of work that was not teaching as an adult. And I came here to Redwood as a student teacher the year right after graduating college. And so I was giving this profession a chance. And I certainly made, you know, as an aside, many mistakes. The job is much harder than people think. But the day-to-day work, I found immediate meaning, you know, and developed a passion from there.
So what advice do you give to your high school students?
All my little pieces of advice, life lessons, whatever, I think it all revolves around work ethic, taking pride in your work, find some sort of passion or meaning in their life. That's what I call kids on. But ultimately, if you're gonna get out of bed in the morning, put your clothes on, go someplace, then do the best you can.
What do you see as kind of what's most important to continuing to improve learning experiences for students, especially as technology becomes so prevalent?
Well, when I got here in 1995 and started teaching at Redwood, we had the internet, and Netscape would load after a long time. The amount of content that was on the internet at that time was basically zero. There was no e-commerce. This is 1995, you know. Kids still had to look into books and bound material and printed material to find research and to read. But in today's world, the technology has certainly changed the game. All the big providers and smaller providers are finding ways to make them cheap enough to be in kids' hands. You know, really, the technology has not changed the way the human brain learns. That part hasn't changed at all.
I'm so excited that you had the opportunity to meet Mr. Lovelady. While he taught me so much, the most valuable lesson I learned from him was how important it was to me as a high school student to feel connected to my teacher. And it's for that reason that I'm doing everything I can to recreate that in-person experience so that every student has the opportunity to learn from someone who cares so much about teaching.